Guys, I'm making a video about a E93, but this issue could probably happen in all the E90 series. What my issue is that when I'm driving the car, I can feel an intermittent vibration coming from around, it's most noticeable around 40 miles per hour till like 60 miles per hour. After that, it kind of just goes away because it's too fast for the rumble to keep up, to be noticeable, but it's still there. Like, I can feel it, but you don't hear it like how it usually is. I'm just gonna point out that a couple things that I've done already. At first, I thought it was my rear brakes, because the rear brakes, when I purchased the car used, they were pretty messed up. They were pretty thin, and you know, I thought I had found my problem, but obviously that didn't fix it. So after that, I installed new calipers on both sides, and you know, that was without great success either. So that makes me believe that must be something in the front. You can see my front calipers right there, a little bit rusty. And actually there has been some people that have solved it by changing calipers, right? So I'm just gonna start throwing parts at it for fun, right? So I'm gonna get in my car, try to replicate the issue so you guys can confirm if you have the same issue. If it's something different, then this might not be the video for you to solve it, but hopefully you guys can hear it. We'll see if you can hear it. All right, so 40 miles per hour, as you can see. Maybe you cannot see, but let me show you right here. You see, I'm going to 30. That buzzing sound kind of just died down after under 30. And then at very low speeds, you don't hear it. All right, guys, here we go. You see 40. You hear that buzz right there? Seems to be coming from the front. And if I let go of the transmission, let go of the gas, continues doing it. It's mostly noticeable around 40 to 60. So yeah, let's go back home, jack the car up, and see if we see anything funky. Guys, so I got pretty much my car jacked up. I only have the fronts up in the air because that's the ones that I'm going to test for, since I've already, like I said previously, changed my rotors, my brakes pads, and my calipers on the rears. So I'm pretty sure it's not coming from the rears, but I'm still going to check maybe the bushings and the arm bushings and all that. But another thing that I also remembered was that, and that I also noticed, was that when I turned right at the same like highway speeds, there's an exit in my freeway, my local freeway here, that it's kind of like a harsh right, but it's not harsh enough where I have to slow down. It's just right where I can just, you know, take it at 60 miles per hour and be able to hear that my noise kind of goes away. Pretty much the opposite one of wherever you turn, that's the one that gets the most load. So, test of me pretty much just spinning the wheel. I'm definitely not gonna get 40 miles per hour with just my hand, but we'll see if we can hear anything. I'm just trying whatever right now. Let's see, I'm gonna put a timer and see how long it lasts after I let go. This is as fast as I can make it go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and a half. Okay, about 12 seconds and a half. Now, if I try to spin this one as hard as I can, which is significantly harder, doesn't even. It's harder. That's as fast as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, look at that. That's half the time. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's this caliper then. Could be my caliper that's seized. Alright guys, so when taking off the rotor, that's a good time to check your brake caliper. Obviously that could be the root of the cause. You want to check, you know, your rubber seal, see how it feels. Mine feels kind of brittle and harsh. I'm gonna use the brake tool, the one that you use to compress it. Where is it? I have it right here. This one, to try to compress the piston, because that could be our problem also. I'm gonna compress it to see how it behaves. If it's too hard and it doesn't go down, then that's an indication that it's seized. Guys, as you can see, I compressed it. I compressed the piston. It compressed without any major issues, really. It wasn't tough or anything, really. So, you know, maybe it's not a caliper. Maybe it's still pointing towards the rotor still. Could be a warped rotor. But you know, some people said that their piston retracted good on their caliper, but it was still that. So it doesn't completely discard it, right? All right, with the caliper off, guys, check this out. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but I took off. Well, I just pretty much have the rotor rotating freely. I put a lug stud in there, and then I just hold on to it, spin it as fast as I can, let go, and I can hear like something is not moving very freely. Oh, my bolts went in there. Okay, let's try that again without letting go. Without. Alright guys, so you heard that one, and I think we found it. We found the culprit. I think it's gonna be that wheel bearing, because, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just confirm my suspicion. And if I turn this wheel bearing, you don't hear any grind. It just moves freely. No grind. Look at this. Listen to this. See that? It's just smooth. And the way I'm testing it is just I screw the bolts in there, get them out, and then I just hold on to it while I'm spinning it, and that's why it comes off until, you know, it kind of snaps off. But, you know, be careful with it. Put your face away, expect it, hold it tight, you should be safe. But yeah, so I'm gonna replace the wheel bearing on the other side, and let you guys know that was it. My part just got here today, and you know, it was pretty easy to install. It's just 4 bolts that go behind here in the hub, and you know, there's really no messing this up because it only goes in one way. But listen to this, guys. You hear that? Now that sounds great. No more grinding, feels smooth. So I think we got to the bottom of it, guys. I'm just gonna slap everything back on to confirm. If I still have you know, the rumble and whatever issue I was having, then that will mean that it's my rotor and caliper, either one of those. Or it also could be my guibo in the axle, but I don't think it's that in this case. I think it's this, because I had that symptom where if I turned to the right and pretty much loaded my other side bearing, it would disappear. So yeah, let's pray that it's this, guys. All right, guys, I'm happy to announce we did it. It was the wheel bearing. As you can see, I'm at 50 miles per hour and I hear nothing. Everything is running smoothly. No more funky noises. No more annoying oscillating buzzing in the cabin. Feels smooth. So yeah, it was a success. That wraps up this video, guys. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys got some helpful tips to help you remove this annoying issue that a lot of people have, but there's not a lot of info out there on it. So yeah, Adrian out.